Hey everyone, today we're going to talk about hijackers, who they are, and where you can spot them. Hijackers can be a real headache if you're a seller on Amazon. Hijackers are those sellers who latch onto your listing and try to sell their products from it. Unfortunately, Amazon is not prohibited from doing this. You can spot a hijacker on the product listing or in the buy box. If the buy box information isn't yours but another seller's, the hijacker has taken it and leads in sales. Check the drop-down list for hijackers. See how many hijackers and additional sellers are on your listing, as they may be taking sales from you. You can also spot a hijacker right here in this drop-down list. See how many hijackers are on your listing, how many additional sellers are on your listing, and accordingly assume that all these sellers are taking away your produce in one way or another, so you need to fight against these sellers. We'll talk about how to deal with hijackers in the next lesson. Talking about methods to fight hijackers on your listings. One of those methods is to lower the price of your product. That is, you just need to lower the price of your product so that the price of your product becomes lower than the price of the hijacker's product. But the problem is that the hijacker can also take up this fight and also reduce the prices of his goods. So if you still want to win back your buy box, it may take time, as you need to track whether the hijacker has lowered the price or not. The box is yours or not. To avoid doing this manually and to fight more effectively while also saving yourself some time, you'll need a special tool called a repricer. The repricer is available as a feature in our analytics service ProfitPalms. How exactly this functionality looks like, you can see how it works. I will tell you in the next what the repricer from the analytics service ProfitPalms looks like and how it can help you. So when you connect your account to the repricer, you'll see a list of all your products right here. By the way, the repricer is right here at the very top. You'll see a list of all your products and you can check the status of the buy box, meaning whether you've won or lost the buy box at the moment. You can also see the status of the repricer, whether it's working or not, the minimum and maximum prices that the repricer will operate between, and the profit per item at that price. And here is the step with which the repricer will work. You can choose it. We'll talk about the product strategy later. Your products. There's a link here to Amazon where you can check out the product IDs, the time, and the product price. There's also information about hijackers. You can see how many are sitting on your listing, their current prices, and what each hijacker is. You can click to check that out too. Now, in this column, you can enter the cost of your product. This will also pull in the fees associated with your product that you pay to Amazon. In this column, you can enter the cost of your product. Also, the commissions for your product that you pay to Amazon will be included here, and then you'll be able to see the information right here. I would like to draw your attention to the fact that in this block, you will not see information about what profit your product will have when setting this price unless information about the cost price is entered. You need to enter the cost information. You'll also see what the profit per item is for your product based on your price cost and Amazon's fees. In this column, you'll see the stock, which shows how much product you have in your Amazon account, how many days your stock will last, and you can also check out a graph that will display information here. Right now there's no information, but it will show how the battle between the hijacker and you for the repricer went, including how low the hijacker dropped the price and how low you dropped the price on your product. I will tell you in detail how to enable the repricer in the next video. Show you how to launch the repricer from the analytics service ProfitPalms and finally get those pesky hedgers off your listings. So to get started, you need to sign up for ProfitPalms, choose a plan that works for you, and link your account after registering. Once your account is linked, when you go into the Analytics Service menu, you'll see the repricer right up here at the top. Once you click on the repricer tab, this is the interface you'll see in your window. All your products will be pulled up. Here you can find the product you need using the search bar. And to get started, the first thing you need to do is enter your cost data. Your product's cost is right here in the cost column. This is necessary so that all prices, all data on your product on hijackers and also their changes are displayed up to date. For example, I'll show you on our demo version. If the cost of the product changes or if you're just re-entering the data, you input it right here in this box and save it by clicking on the floppy disk icon. Also, this section shows the data about Amazon's fees. Once you've entered your cost, you can turn on the repricer. Amazon's commission details are also shown here. Once you've entered your cost, you can turn on the repricer. Next, you definitely need to enter the minimum price for your product, which is the lowest price you're willing to let the repricer drop to on your listing. For example, I might set this at $10. You also need to enter the maximum price for the product, which is the highest value the repricer will raise it to. For example, I might set this at $10 and also enter the maximum price for the product, which is the highest value the repricer will raise it to. For example, that's $15 for me, I have $20. And if you have entered all the data, then here you will see the profit per unit of goods that this specific price will be displayed in green. That is, my profit will vary from $2 to $7 This way you can keep an eye on prices and the repricer's activity to avoid ending up in the red. You also need to choose the increment that the repricer will work with. The increment can range from 1 cent up to $10. So the increment here means that with a specific price is set, and in this situation, the repricer will lower the price of your listing by 1 cent less than the price of the hedger's product. Adjust repricer settings, customize hedger inclusion checkboxes for repricer alerts. Here you'll see the product data duplicated, including its cost and target price, as well as the minimum and maximum target prices and the increment. You can also further customize which hedgers you want to include or exclude while the repricer is working. You can check these boxes here and then you'll receive notifications from the repricer. You can view the notifications in the program right here where the bell icon is. You can also check these boxes here and then you'll start getting vacations from the repricer. You can check these boxes here and then you'll receive notifications from the repricer. You can view the notifications in the program right here where the bell icon is. You can also check these boxes here and then you'll start getting vacations from the repricer. You can check the notifications in the program right here where the bell icon is. Nuts it. So you've turned on the repricer, which will run the hedgers off your listings. Next you'll see the information about the product's price at that specific moment. Next, here's the info on the hedgers. So here you'll see how many hedgers are on your listing, and in the last columns you'll see the profit at the current price on the listing. Here you'll see a list of all the hedgers and the data for the day. You can also click on this link to see the seller who decided to sell from your listings. And in the last columns you'll see the profit at the current price on the listing as well as the stock. How much of your product is available on the platform today, and also you can see how many days of sales this stock will last. Plus you can build a graph here how many days of sales this stock will last, and you can also build a graph here. In our internal version, it doesn't show up, but here you'll find data on how the battle went between you and your hedger until what threshold the hedger dropped, the price until what threshold you dropped, and whether this battle was successful. To what threshold did the hedger drop the price and to what threshold did you drop? And was this battle successful? That's all. This is how easy it is to launch a repricer and start automatically fighting hijackers on your listings. I wish everyone a successful fight against hijackers and good sales.